All right, Real Talk Football TV Premier League debate show. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We've got the band back. Everybody is back. We've got Tobias 1906, myself, Shaq. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. All right, biggest game. It's always the biggest game in England, and it always will be the biggest game in England. Man United versus Liverpool at Old Trafford. Man United losing against Brighton. Liverpool perfect record, two wins, no goals conceded. Tobias, we'll start off with Man United at Old Trafford. Is it pressure on for Ten Hag, or is it just fine margins?
Look, it's got to be a big game because 1906 has turned up. You know, things have got to be looking rosy for Liverpool right now because 1906 has turned up. Jesus, won't see him until the new year, until the next one. Jesus, but it's been a big game now because I knew it was going to end up being like this. As soon as you lose one game, it's Ten Hag outers. They resurface. It starts again after one game. That's crazy. But we are where we are. He's the unlikable one at the minute for many.
I don't think it's the unlikable one. The results and the way of playing. Like, I know you're like the hair. The hair and Ten Hag under Tobias can't do nothing wrong. You gotta like, this guy's done nothing wrong. You look at the facts. The guy has been terrible, but go on. Go on, Tobias.
Yeah, you can argue the facts. You can argue, but he still picked up 2 and 2. That's also factual that you failed to mention. Yeah. So let's be factual and let's be consistent over what we're talking about.
We can, but he's got 2 trophies, and that's amazing. Yeah. But if you look at the other, the cons weigh out more than the pros, bro.
Do they?
He's broken more records in like history of being terrible than any other manager for Man United. But I'm just saying, like, it's basically Tobias. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish. But one thing I'm gonna say, Tobias, if he did, I know ifs and buts, and you're gonna say shoulda, woulda, coulda. If he would have didn't win the FA Cup, would he still be in a job?
Highly doubtful.
Okay.
Highly doubtful. But he did. So
he did. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
This is where we are now. Yeah. So we can say on the other side of the spectrum and starts bringing up the stats on how bad he's been. But if we look prior to Ten Hag, you could equally say the same thing. It was terrible. Records were being broken then. So there's no. At least we're picking up consistent trophies. But that's all there and thereabouts now. His 3rd season in. Got his own team, so to speak now. Can't have no excuses. Even though you're going to hear a couple today, but it's part and parcel of where we are. The fine margins was probably a perfect explanation for the Brighton game and the Fulham game, in fairness, because we nicked it late. But I don't know. The Brighton game was a funny one, and even those that support Ten Hag, you got to recognise the failures within that game. I don't think he is solely to blame for the Brighton game, like solely. So there's no getting away from that. So that doesn't help in that end. But I don't think that we should be looking at it as Ten Hag out immediately. It's start of the season. What was we looking to go for? The league? Is that where everyone was pipping us for? The league? You don't go
I don't think that. I think top 4 is minimum requirement. I think if he doesn't get top 4, he's failed.
But the noise from the media and the lack of togetherness now with the fans all plays its part. And it's a noise that everyone was itching. Shaq didn't even watch the game. Who's the first person I got a message off about the game? Shaq. Man was driving. He didn't watch the game. Definitely didn't listen to the game, yeah. Because
I definitely listened to the game.
He didn't listen to the game, yeah.
I listened to the game. I was listening to the game, bro. I was listening to the game, bro.
Yeah,
I was listening to the game, and I knew it when what I heard on Talksport. The last 10 minutes, it just felt like Brighton were going to score. That's what it felt like.
No, because it went back.
I watched it again today, this morning.
It went back to bad substitutions, yeah, and it went back to basketball. You don't take off Bruno and replace him with McTominay, a player that you ultimately sold the same week.
Yep.
You know, like that's just looking at that, you're just like, this is mental. Like the whole way he set up the game just is crazy. But if we go on to the Liverpool game, I'm not confident. I'm not comfortable with having this game right now.
But is it balanced though? Is it balanced what he needs to get right?
Is it balanced?
Because I thought the balance of the team for Brighton, I only watched the highlights, but Bruno in a false nine, Mason Mount's dead. He needs to be sitting on the bench. It's just play players in the right position, and Rashford needs to go. Like what has he got over this club where somehow this guy starts every game and still plays, and he's terrible. He's terrible.
Looking at Sterling to come in.
Well, if we're focusing on the Brighton game, if we're going back that far now, and we're focusing on the Brighton game, a lot of things.
I'm not even focusing on the Brighton. I'm just focusing on
If we're saying about the balance and the rest of it, you can say that bringing on De Ligt in the last 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Who brings on the centre half? Like, irrespective, really, unless you're shoring up the game and bringing on an extra centre half, brings off a centre half like for like. You don't, because it upsets the balance of things on the pitch. Like, that's a difficult position to change unless you have to. It's different if Slott done it to Kwanzaa, but that's at half time. You understand that. But going up until like 70 minutes, 65 minutes and bringing in Marley's madness. I'm not saying that was the fault but that's just added to the bad substitutions he made. Even Harry Maguire, Harry Maguire knows himself, and he was culpable for the first goal. He knows that as soon as he made the mistake, he was nervous there on it. Because he knows what's coming.
Listen, like what you're saying, like we've been speaking about Man United for the last 2 years. This is what Ten Hag does. So I'm not, no disrespect, but this is what he does, isn't it? So it's just going over roundabouts. My problem is not even a problem. I hope he plays. Is Rashford. I just don't understand where you've got someone so hungry and Garnacho is coming on sub. Danilo is playing well, but how is Rashford still getting a game? He's been terrible last year. He started off terrible this year. You look a better side the second he comes off the pitch. But somehow Ten Hag always plays him. And I feel he's a guy is going to get every manager at Man United the sack because they have the arrogance. They believe that they can get the best out of him. That what they just need to realise, this is a very bang average Premier League footballer. And that's fine. He's not great. He's just a bang average footballer.
I haven't seen him take anyone on with any confidence or anything nowadays.
He's the same player he was 7 years ago when he was 18. Yeah. The same player. Yeah. He does the same thing. He's 26. He's not a youngster. He doesn't play with any sort of authority or any sort of maturity. It's just the same thing. Just drives at players, wants to come on his right foot to get a shot off. And his finishes bang average anyway. So I just don't understand it. He's had, in his whole career, he's had one prolific season. And it wasn't even a prolific season. It was a 6-month spell of just everything was just going in. And then towards the end, the tail end, he was terrible. He still didn't get, I don't even think he still got 20 league goals. He got 30 altogether, but I don't even think he got 20 league goals. So last bit on Man United, but Tobias, what do you do? Do you start Rashford or do you play Garnacho and have the two young wingers on the wings?
Well, to be honest with you, like he can still play Rashford. If that's what he's doing, and we have no striker and you're not playing Xerxes, and we've spoken about Rashford up top beforehand, he still could do that, but
Tobias gives you nothing.
He offers nothing. He offers nothing. With the problems with Rashford, the problem is with Rashford is that his own hype, like he believes in his own hype himself. That's the biggest problem I have with Rashford in a minute. Like he must have won a header against Brighton. No one was there for the flick on. He's flinging his arms up, and I'm thinking to myself, bro, like what are you? You know, it's the whole demeanor of it all, and having to play on the left. We've spoken about it before, like you've had Garnacho play on the right to accommodate him. You've had it's been done over the last season or so. Ten Hag's consistently done it, but let it be the death of him. For me, there's got to be a point where you drop Rashford. You can't have a player consistently playing poorly. But we see done the same with Fernandes last season. Fernandes was going for a poor spell. He never got paid.
But Fernandes went through a poor spell. But if you look at Fernandes over Man United's career, he's been your best player.
No,
you could have poor spells. No, Rashford's been poor. That's what I'm saying. It's not. This ain't a spell. He's just rubbish.
But we're talking about under Ten Hag. We're talking about under Ten Hag. Yeah, you can say that Fernandes has been consistently our best player since he's been there, really. But under Ten Hag, he's had his core players that he likes to play, it seems. And Rashford and Fernandes is definitely one of those, regardless of how bad they play.
And the thing is, I understand Fernandes because he's got money in the bank. Rashford has none. That's what I'm saying. So if you look at
under Ten Hag, he has money in the bank, though.
No, but he doesn't because he had a 6-month spell of scoring goals, and that's it.
Well, he must have, because that's the reason why he keeps playing him. If he didn't,
that's going to get him a sack.
Well, clearly.
Well, that's the only thing with managers. They're quite arrogant, because I think Nunes could be the same thing with Slott. I like I said, I just don't think these guys are not that good, and the fans and managers think they can get the best out of certain players, and they're just not good players. They're average players, and it's fine. But going on to Liverpool. Well,
but if I want to tell you about the game, like, am I confident? No. Has he come at a good time? Definitely not. Beginning of the season, definitely not comfortable with it, especially with the new signings. None of them really are ready. Mazwari looks decent. I'm not that trusting in Dalot versus Salah. Definitely not. I think that's just that's a disaster. That's a disaster waiting to happen for me in a minute. And I just feel that we're still going to get dominated in midfield. So unfortunately, and with it being at Old Trafford, to lose at Old Trafford against Liverpool, the noise is going to get heavy. And if that happens, it's curtains. It's curtains for me.
But what about these rumours about Sterling going to United? Is that just rubbish, or
it's got to be? It's got to be.
I can't see how Sterling can improve your team.
If he brings in Sterling, then what's he doing with Rashford?
But he's better than Rashford, though. He's better than Rashford.
But you're going to bring him
in.
So
basically, he's an upgrade because he's better than Rashford.
And then
I'd rather have Sterling in the team.
And then what you're going to do with Garnacho? But now you're going to have two players potentially. And what Garnacho is going to be on the right, and then what's going to happen to Arne? Diallo.
Yeah, but he's a scapegoat, isn't it?
He's a scapegoat, but he should. That's not how it should be.
Yeah, but it will.
Is there any substance to that rumor, though?
The substance more is to the fact that Sancho's going, or Sancho needs to go. That's how it is. And Chelsea being Chelsea, they try to offer us Chilwell or Sterling, and doing them a favor ain't hitting it right with me. It's either you just get rid of Sancho to Juventus, or you just reses him. Just be done with it if that's what you want to do.
Like, that saga's still going on, to be honest. That whole Sancho thing, you would have thought he would have just buckled down, or they would have shipped him out.
But to tell the truth, that's Man United at the moment. It's still a mess for me. That's it. You still got. I don't think
that is us at the moment. You've got.
It is you've got
a unique situation with Sancho being on a lot of money, and obviously with the amount of money we spent on him, they don't want to take. They're going to take it. They're going to have to take a hit, obviously.
Listen. I'll tell you what's happened. Yeah, Rashford and Ten Hag hate each other, but what's happened is that Ratcliffe has got in between the middle, and the media was like, "Listen, I know you don't want Sancho; he needs to go, but we need to pretend that we need you to kiss and make up so we can get our money back." That's what it is. That's what it is. They hate each other, so that's what they're doing, and they're thinking, "Who are suckers who can take Sancho off our books?" And they looked at each other and they started laughing. They must have said Chelsea, because they're the only clowns that will take Sancho. And that's what it comes down to. I'll go to you, 906. We'll start off with Liverpool. Are you happy? Do you see what Slott's trying to do? Are you happy with the way Liverpool have started?
I am, but I'm still kind of I don't know. I'm still kind of nervous because to me, Liverpool can't play out the back. I don't know. I don't think we got that pedigree to be playing out the back comfortable. And all it takes is one of them top sides that can close us down as quick as we close down other teams on a press, where we're just going to crumble. I mean, was it? He took off. Was it Kwanzaa the other day for
Yeah,
not winning his battles
yeah, he got bullied.
against
Yeah,
Ipswich?
but I like that though. I like that he got bullied
I
against the
like
lapped.
that kind of thing. But you bring in Kanate, and Kanate will still dither over a ball.
No, but Kanate was excellent when he came on.
Say again.
He was excellent when we came on. We started to win our battles.
That's what I'm saying. It was like after that, it was like I do like that thing of okay, everyone has to win their own battle, whatever part of the pitch you're in, because you can see man hunting down, and do you know what I mean? They ain't giving up at ever win the ball or give away a free kick or something. But it's just that playing out the back. Everything else I'm happy with. I don't mind the 600 passes. I'm used to that from the 70s. Do you know what I mean? The 600 passes, as long as something comes off at the end of it, a bit of entertainment. But you hear the lull in the crowd and everything else where we're doing the 40-second pass, and do you know what I mean? We've just gone into their half. Yeah, possession, bless, but end product. You see the spark. You see what can happen. Those things like okay, I'm all for, but it's just the playing out the back. Playing out the back. I think there should be some more options. So like okay, yeah, sit deep and then stick it over the top. One of them ones, but yeah, I don't know. I'm a
But
bit. I'm happy with the way it's going. Don't get it twisted. I'm happy with the way it's going, and Nunes isn't getting any airtime. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that.
well, I think you've seen kind of a pattern of play since he's come in. I think you see what we're trying to do. I said yes. I think it's going to be teething problems playing from the back. I think we're better against Brentford. I think during the season we will get better. But remember, we've come from a manager who's very direct, who likes to go long very quickly and play second balls. So I think since Gravenberch has come in, where he can receive the ball in the half term, he's very press resistant. I think you're seeing that a style of play already. And I think at the moment, I think it's going to be teething problems. And I think it'll be a test against Man United, because you can say what you want against Man United. They have players who could hurt you. So we'll see. And it's a derby. And we've been there. I've been there my whole career where we've been the underdog every time. And we've beaten Man United. I've seen them beat Man United when they had Rooney, Ronaldo, and Tevez. So I know what this game's about. I'm not thinking in my head, we're going to smash them. I know how this game is. It's going to be fine margins. And I think that Man United on the counter, if we do not stop counterattacks, we will get punished. And that's it. And I think that's how the game will. We'll dominate the game. We'll dominate the ball. But I think when the ball turns over, can we stop counterattacks? Because they've got fast wingers and Man United are very good in transition. They've even that's why they're a very good cup side. That's why they win FA Cups. Because they can win one-off games against anybody because they're very good in transition. So we will see. We will see what Slott's about and what this Liverpool team's about. I think if we beat Man United comfortably, then okay, if we bring another player in, we're not that far behind Arsenal. I think Man City are a different league, but we're not far behind Arsenal. But I think this game's going to be tight. I think this game's going to be tight. I think.
Would you say?
I'm always cussing Man United, but I thought against Brighton they killed himself at the end. But I think, like I said, it could have went the other way. If Xerxes doesn't touch the ball in, they mostly go on and win 2-1, and now they go 2 from 2, going into the Liverpool game. So football is about fine margins, and I think we are the favourites. I think we will score. I think our firepower, especially now with Chiesa as well. I think that's for £10 million. No matter, even if it's not the Chiesa of old, I think that's a guy where even if he can come off the bench, and if Salah's dropped or rested, the levels don't drop. We don't have to. I don't want to see Harvey Elliott out there. So we've got the same type of profile player. So going for, I think we've got the best strike force in the Prem. If you look at the goal, the players, I think as a collective, we have the best strike force. Now I just don't think we are consistently enough to challenge Man City and Arsenal. But I think
I was saying that that Chiesa. I was saying, was it for the Euros? Was it 21?
Yeah, that's when he was flying before he had the ACL.
Right. Can you remember me saying to you, like, yeah, we need him back
Yeah,
then?
yeah, yeah, yeah. He was
And
flying. He
then
was.
he went missing,
But
didn't he? And then I'm thinking, with all the injuries and everything else, it's going to have to be a bit part. I can't see him taking over anyone's place, really.
Well, he will
But
be, isn't it? He's a salary replacement, isn't it?
yeah.
That's
But
it.
if you look at it,
10,
it's.
15
I think.
million pound, if someone to gamble on fitness and you got a season to assess it, then he just
Yeah,
seems
it's
to
a
be
great.
heading
I
in
think it
period. He
makes
just
sense.
seems to be the salary replacement.
I
Great
think it
signing.
makes
12
sense.
mil, it's
If
worth
he
the
can go back
gamble.
to his form, great signing. But
I think it makes sense.
But Shaq cracks me, because I remember back in the day when I said Slott was direct and you play second balls in that, yeah. Shaq used to be like, don't disrespect. As soon as Klopp walked out the door,
No. This is what Tobias. This is 1906. This is what Tobias does. Yeah, he says it like the way he said it is not like how he actually described it. He just basically say like we're a long ball merchant. That's what he's basically saying. Like you just get the ball long. That's what he's basically saying.
That's not what I said.
I said we play possession-based football, but we will go back to front very
That's not
quickly.
what you said. That's definitely not what you said. Yeah, that's definitely not what you said on that one. You said you go from a direct style of play with hitting off the second balls. Yeah, just remember when I was saying that, you're like, don't disrespect.
You said we're a cultured Burnley. That was it. I remember you said we're a cultured Burnley. That's what it was. He said we're a cultured Burnley.
I'm just saying.
We're just a
That
better,
name out your
we're
mouth.
an elite version of Burnley. We play the same way as Burnley, but we've got better players. We've got
You said the
world-class
same
players.
thing as
Man
me,
said
but in a different way.
cultured,
Stop
but
it.
no, I said
You
we
said
play
the
possession
same
football.
thing.
We
You know
go
what?
we would go direct.
I said more. I put more respect on it. You were like, yeah, direct second balls. That's what you said. You know what I'm saying? There was no. You didn't add nothing else on the back of
I'm
that.
just saying, if you look at Slott's possession football, you can see it's a Dutch philosophy. It's more possession based, and I like it. One thing, or what I've seen, but we'll see against Old Trafford, when we do lose the ball and it turns over, we've got players in the right position to stop counterattacks. Where when you played against Liverpool last year, it's basically the team talkers for the other teams. Let them have it. The second they lose it, we break on them because there's so much space everywhere because everybody's all over the place.
Sly's playing out of his skin at the moment.
Yeah, I think he's done all right. I think Gravenberch has been the best player.
Out of his skin, I was going to say Gravenberch has looked nice, but
he's been excellent, especially he's playing out of position.
That shows the difference in style of football, isn't it? What didn't suit.
Yeah.
You are looking more. He is more of a controlling of possession type manager, and I believe that. In fairness, in spells, Man United, you've seen a change in our style of football. I think the problem is when we come to chasing games again, we go back to type, and back to type is panic stations, doing all the wrong things, and clearly making the wrong substitutions. But I can't complain now. All the players really that I wanted out of the club for a while, the Freds, the McTominays, etc., are borderline. Most of them are gone.
All right. So last bit before we go for predictions. Who's this game bigger for? Man United or Liverpool?
That's a difficult one, isn't it? For the trajectory of what you're looking at, Liverpool, in terms of title challenging and the rest of it. This is, especially you've had quite an easy start. It's been a more comfortable start having Ipswich away, Burnley at home.
Oh, come on.
Brentford at home. That you'd rather that than having a Brentford away, if you know what I mean. So it was set up perfectly.
You know, Ipswich were coming in hard.
No, forget all of that. I don't want to hear that.
All them kind of thing. You know, Ipswich was
I don't want to hear that love
game.
story about Ipswich are coming back up. No, forget all of that.
Come on.
That's not like I told you what was going to happen. They're going to huff and puff, and then you lot are just going to run over them in the end. That was always going to be the play. And having the Brentford at home with no Tony, etc. It's been a nicer start for Slott, but he's done what he needed to do. Won the game, not conceded, and I think everyone from a Liverpool perspective is seeing this as his first test. So I think that's what everyone's looking at.
I think it's. I think it's not pressure for both. I don't think it's pressure for Slott. I think
It's not pressure.
I think if we win, I think it elevates him, and I think people will really buy into what he's doing. But I think if Ten Hag loses and loses badly, I think it's peak for him. I really do, because the lives are out. I think the media are out for him. They don't want him at Man United. I think the fans are split. I still think it's about 50-50 him staying or going. But I think if he gets beat, if Liverpool turn him over, I think it will explode. And I'll be one for it, watching United view and them, man, there.
The thing is, he can't do nothing right. Ten Hag can't do nothing right. All right, let's just say United beat us. And I don't know, they're going to win their next game as well. And then he loses a couple. United fans are still...
to see consistency.
Still waving that Ten Hag out.
Also, come on, like, once the media are out for you, they're out for you. Like, I've seen what they've done to Van Gaal. Like, once they've got... And Ten Hag's very similar in his approach in talking to the media as Van Gaal was. He can be seen as abrupt. He's not in this for the friends game. Like, they don't... And he's just not tickling their fancy. They're like a potch. So, we'll see. Then, regardless of what he does, he has to win the league for them to get their foot off his neck. So that's not happening anytime soon. So anytime he's gonna fail at something, it's just gonna be heightened.
All right, predictions. 9:06. What's the score?
I think 2-1 Liverpool.
Tobias.
2-1 Liverpool. I don't think there's going to be a thrashing. All that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's going to be tight.
There's a lot of energy on the pitch. Plus, you have to keep that ball. A lot of free kicks, I think. But I think 2-1 Liverpool. You know, United will get that. They'll probably score a screamer or something. Do you know what I mean? One of them proper worldies.
From nowhere. Moments FC.
Listen.
Tobias.
One of those. Always going to be on match of the day, but we'll win the game.
I'm going to be weak. And even though I don't believe it wholeheartedly, I'm going to say a draw.
Sure.
Like, I don't know. It's difficult until I see how Ten Hag looking to line up to know, especially defensively. You don't. What can he do? The people aren't fit. So that for me, if we have the Dallots at left backs and Maguire playing, I won't be as confident at all.
To me,
and Elliot.
I think, to me, maybe I'm feeling a bit like I'm a bit arrogant, but I just think it's to me it's all about Liverpool, how Liverpool play this game. I think if Liverpool play with control and really emphasize on stopping counter-attacks, I think Liverpool win comfortably. I don't even think it's close, because I look at the way where we're playing and the firepower we've got, and everyone's fit. So we need to strike when the iron's hot, because these guys are going to get injured soon. You know, Jota's going to break down soon. So you just know. But I just feel in my head I've had a 2-2 draw the whole week. But I'm gonna go 3-1 Liverpool. I think we're good. I think we beat them comfortably. Because we'll stop the counter-attack.
No, man said he's going to be tight.
It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight, yeah.
Man said he's going to be tight.
No, bro.
You see that stupid screen in the background just peeing me off as well. Seeing that stupid face.
Arne, Slott. La 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 la. No, you know what? You know what? This game could be anything. But I just think if Liverpool control the game and stop counter-attacks, I don't see how Man United win. I don't. I just think we're better all over the park, to be fair. I really do. I think we're better all over the park. But, I'm not going to go 3-1 because that's disrespectful. I'll go 2-1 Liverpool. Just. I can see a draw. I can see a draw. It's always a draw. It's a derby. It's always a draw. Yeah, it's a draw. 2-1 or a draw. Yeah. 100%.
And a red card.
Somewhere. Maguire.
You know what? If Maguire bags a winner, Maguire in for life. That's all it takes. You see, all Martial had to do was score that goal on his debut, and that was it. Like I was sold on Martial.
Martial done nothing after that. He just
You couldn't do-
scored
don't
that
care.
goal and injured. Just
Don't care, that
injured
was
there.
it.
I'm done. I'm
It
done.
will still
I'm
be
done.
in my memory for that goal, bro. When he come on and bagged it, especially when Shat was giving me a hella grief over signing him as well at the time. So yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll go to 1906. Last word, 1906.
Oh man, what can I say? We need to buy more, but it is our season. It is our season. I reckon something's going to happen. Buy big in
You think we're gonna-
January.
Yeah.
It's our
We'll
season.
win it.
Yeah, why not?
This guy is.
I love it. I love it.
The slot
love
machine's
it.
rolling, man. The slot machine.
You know what? I must say, I do love the hype. Though. You know, like the new shiny new toy. I do like it. I
Oh, yeah.
can't wait, to come back and then you like having breakdowns at some point.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for
Oh,
that.
there'll be toys.
It
there'll be
definitely
toys
won't
out
be
the buggy
Sunday
in a
anyway.
month.
Huh?
It
It
won't be
definitely won't
Sunday.
be Sunday, huh?
It won't.
I'll hold you to that. I'll hold you to that. I'll have my drink waiting for you.